passing or complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. And it's got it, the tight end.
We gotta come in early and we gotta take it there. We gotta come in early and we gotta take it there.
A.J. Brown, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I should went to sleep. That's not
Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion. So they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Uses the stiff arm. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in.
That's right. Hurt him real good.
Throw on 1st down there, but
hurt him real good.
He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already.
That's right.
Drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J.
So we can come on, we can
touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of.
He need to fire his ass. He needs to be fired. If I gotta get up there and find myself, I'll find myself. I'll find myself. They scared of me.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
I ain't wasting no shots. So
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner
I need to pay attention. Let me pay attention. Let me just play this.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Good night. Good night.
And he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Good night. We're not doing that. Good night.
Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive on the field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game?
Sorry, his bones lost. Man, please.
And execute it at a high level.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward.
All right, let me take this game serious. Stop playing.
Throwing Jones.
No, you see,
Too much this time. Down he goes.
as soon as I hike the ball, he...
Full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, we get thrown right to the ground.
This game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Look at this shit here, man.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa. And the Eagles are going to
take Daniel Jones out. He's like throwing picks all over the world.
He's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's throwing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's brought down 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he's
Wow.
Front Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now to go with 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with humor, maybe to break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever's going to
Let me make this game close because he's not even that good.
He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Jones. From right side, complete to Carter. And some room to work. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And they get
Man, what is... Man.
Darius Slay with a pick. But I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles,
I don't even know how he caught that.
shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back
I'm
drives.
gonna take Daniel Jones out. He's terrible.
Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Shit.
From the 41, Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it.
We get 3 and out here. I'm gonna take him out.
Because even as the
I'm keeping
time,
him.
the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Man,
It's complete.
man.
Have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That stuff only happens to me.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. And now Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
How many,
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. In motion right is Watkins. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And will be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to the 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
First.
Do some over top shit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try
Oh,
to
he
pick it
is.
up through the air. It's
Look at here.
He's got some breathing room.
That's a shame.
Down around the 15-yard line. A big play to catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
19 Tiger, Dragon 60.
Come on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket.
Y'all should.
Kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
60 Maverick.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts.
Oh my God! But like, why when it comes to me, they don't catch them type of passes?
Nice little stand from their defense now.
That's crazy.
Smith, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Comes to me, they don't.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Wow.
Touchdown, Eagles.
But he.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT.
That's a joke.
And a route is on here in this first half.
That's a joke.
Now after the touchdown,
I mean, they don't give me nothing. But he catching everything.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could do next time they get the ball.
That was good. Well, why?
Play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What, bro? Come. Yo, it's like.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incomplete.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Where's the?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh my God, bro! Like y'all don't. They not giving me anything. Anything.
Nice play. So the drive takes them into Giants
territory just
now.
Going down.
Down at the 31. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Look at that. That's terrible, man.
Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30.
He won't score all these points 2nd half, but they shouldn't even let him score all this 1st half. I mean, at some point, we gotta do something.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. You're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't you?
Someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's enough.
Let's try to at least get 7 minutes.
With some excitement and energy.
It's the least you can do, right?
Shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Like what, like.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The question is, how don't you catch that?
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
One thing I need to do, I need to start running with Barkley more.
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ah!
The throw in the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We can get pressure on him for sure.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to the tight end, Goddard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speed,
just going back everybody on shit.
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. Light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very
come on, second half and do something.
As we'll send you down the coast now to
So we
Orlando.
get no blowout.
Find Jonathan
That's what
Coachman
you're trying to do,
with our
blow me
EA
out.
Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles. But look, there's plenty of time.
Man, this fucking...
And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. Kind of looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive...
It's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really
Unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. That sack hurts in the Eagles. Tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Go all the way back.
He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Eagles. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing his Hurts.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Jones.
He's got Bellinger. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, everybody's getting hurt.
Resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. An 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
18 Rattler. Riggs. 19 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Open man is Bennett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But first down, Hurts.
Mm.
He's got Brown complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurts.
Why is he...
At the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 42 yards.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Looking for Shepard deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. one will bounce out of the
Oh my
back of the
God.
end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here to hopefully score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they're putting all the and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeaux
Getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones.
What the
It's going to be incomplete.
Shit burns me up. Happens to you often.
Passes bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Forced out to his left. Pass
Don't.
incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll go out near midfield.
I can run in that time.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
It's like we having an injury contest.
And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. Can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Jones. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And that's trying to get in. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On play action, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Nick Vannett, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw is Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it will be a non-stop push to finish.
What are you?
Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several.
He's right there, man. He's wide open.
They can.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put them home in this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. But look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
No, what the fuck is he doing?
That's intercepted yet again. And that could be the
Doing, bro? Like what?
Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Good game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Everything had turned around for them. I mean, things are now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell.
I don't even know what that was. Like,
now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
going.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it.